EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Colts march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here. And deep in his home territory. He coughs up the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First down. Here's Corral with it. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Corral sets up play action. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Colts are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mills to throw it. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And that's caught out wide by Cooks. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Throwing, Mills. That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 38-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Again, it's Mills. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mills. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Houston. Juju Smith-Schuster, 38 yards. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's got room. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 31-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st down, it's Corral. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he stopped immediately there. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action, Corral. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 2nd and 9, Mills. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Corral. And his throw is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rip, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long. Corral. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Going for it on 4th down. Corral. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. A give for Taylor running right side. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
To throw again on second down. Mills. He's going to look deep down the field. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They find some open field here. There he goes right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Corral on second down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A first down throw for Mills. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 26. Mills to the air again. Into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Damian Pierce taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit. But
he's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point splits the uprights. And the route is on here in this first half. Point after try forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mills on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Mills now looks to throw on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Mills.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Mills to throw for it on 4th.
Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Working out of the gun, Mills. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt.
Off the play fake, Mills.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.